I have a Roborock Q5 vacuum in my house, and in this video I will show you exactly what I did to set up my Home Assistant dashboard to look and function like this. The card that I will be using for this is called Vacuum Card. So in HACS, search for vacuum, and I already have it downloaded and installed, but if you don't have it yet, there's a download button in the bottom right hand corner. Click on that and follow the prompts and you will have this card installed. Now let's get to configuring this. One thing I will say is that this is a very powerful card. If we scroll down on the HACS page, we will see the complete configuration. And what we want here is this stats section. There's a default section, but there's also a cleaning section. So you can show a different set of entities while the vacuum is running compared to when it is not running. I have not set that up. I'm only going to use the default. Now, in order to configure these different statistics at the bottom, we need to get some entity IDs from our vacuum. So I'm only going to show you how to set up the filter. The same process applies to these other statistics that you want to show on this card. So under settings, integrations, and Roborock, here's my Q5 Max Plus. I'm going to get the entity ID for the filter time left. Click on the gear icon. And you can see here that it is in the measurement of hours with a display precision set to 1 decimal point. Now this will become important in just a few minutes when we set this card up. For right now, all I'm going to do is copy this entity ID to the clipboard so we can use it to set up the card. Now, this same process applies to all the other statistics you want to show on the vacuum card when you create this for yourself. So simply choose which entity, which statistics you want to show, like sensor time left, click on the gear icon, and again, its unit of measurement is hours, the display precision is set to 1 decimal point, and here we have the sensor time left entity for my vacuum. But again, I'm only going to show you the filter for right now. You can do all the other ones in the exact same way after we're done here. All right, on the dashboard now, we're gonna click on Edit and get a new card. And this is the vacuum card right here. Click on that. Now, I currently only have one vacuum, so mine already populates here, which is great. I don't want the vacuum itself to show, so under map camera, I'm going to choose my vacuum map, which is right here. So this is the map of my house, my downstairs area. For the statistics to show on the bottom, this is not something that can be done in the visual editor. We will need to write some code for this. So under Show Code Editor, we're going to type in stats, tap in for default. And now the first thing we're going to do is entity ID. And we're going to use the entity for the max filter time left we just looked up. Under subtitle, we're going to type in filter. You can type in anything you want here. As you can see, that's simply the subtitle here. So I'm going to type in filter. Here you can already see the problem with this. Even though in Home Assistant, this is set to a unit of measurement of hours with a precision of 1 decimal point, it shows me 4 decimals for the filter here, which is not what we want. So let me show you what I did to change this up so that it only shows 1 decimal point or no decimal at all if you'd rather. So what we're going to do is set up a template sensor to force Home Assistant to display only 1 decimal point. So clicking on helpers, you can see I have already got these configured, but I will show you what I did. We will do create helper, template. This is going to be a sensor. Let's call this vacuum filter. And under state, we're going to type in 2 open brackets, states, our sensor, needs apostrophes. That will come through as a float. And we will round it to 1 decimal point. Unit of measurement, we will say is hours. And you can see here now it is showing the same time but forced to 1 decimal point. Submit, finish. And here we have sensor.vacuum filter. Now is our new template sensor. So if we go back into the dashboard, all right, back in our vacuum card, you can see here that the sensor that comes from Roborock shows these 4 decimal points. But what we want to do is sensor.vacuum filter, and now we only show 1 decimal point. Now, if you want, you can also show the units here, which will go like this: unit hours, or just an H if you want. And that is how you set up the vacuum card to show all the statistics to just 1 decimal point with the use of helpers. I hope you found this useful. Like I said, you create all the other statistics you want to show in the exact same way, and I will show you on my dashboard here. I have the filter, the side brush, the main brush, as well as the sensor time remaining, all in the unit of hours on my dashboard right here. Super easy to use, super useful. Just takes a little bit of finesse with some helpers to get this looking just right. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how I set up these zone cleaning buttons.